again after event 3. But your top team, leaving no doubt, CrossFit Yas, 3 event wins.
They've looked rock solid all day yesterday. Start out with a really, really good performance here today as well. I mean, they do look like they are the real deal, that's for absolutely sure. Apparently they're the first team worldwide to actually win all first events.
So we have 3 events down. We've actually got 2 back-to-back events coming up, starting with event number 4. And event number 4 is already hard to begin with for a lot of teams. We've seen this over the last 2 weeks. 1 minute per person to do a 1-rep max snatch for all 6 team members. The hard part has been the plates getting on and off. Now we move to the European Meridian Regional, and they're not used to pounds so much. And Amanda Krentz has a little bit more info on that.
Chase, most of these athletes are used to lifting in kilos, so this conversion from kilos to pounds actually makes them pretty nervous. One team, CrossFit Nordic, told us they are thinking in colors. That's how they're going to tackle this event. Another team has the pounds written on their hand. There's another team that said they're going to shout at the teammate who's lifting to let them know what color plates to put on. So a lot of different strategies that these athletes are going to put to use to do the best they can in this event.
And kilos to pounds, 2.2 pounds per 1 kilo. So it's not exactly simple math when you talk in terms of how that conversion is going to work. So colors is a pretty genius idea there, Coach.
Well, I wonder who came up with that. No, but I mean, the thing is, we've seen it before with this particular workout. It is the transition in between one athlete to the next and getting the weights on the bar. That's the most important thing. And that's what gets people messed up when they don't get the bars prepped the way they wanted to. So you need to have a plan.
And it's a bit of a stressful type of event as you see your starting lineup for this 3rd and final heat for events 4 and 5. Yas in lane number 5, your overall leaders. And with only 60 seconds, it's not just to lift. It's 60 seconds to run to your mat, put plates on the bar, take plates off the bar. You missed a rep. Now you got to do it again. You got to set something up for the person. There's so much involved. And now to think about, what weight do I even have on this barbell?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is stressful. We had the same situation at the Invitationals, and it was grueling. We were all wondering, what have we actually got on the bar? Nobody really knew. A few different
strategies can be played out. Do you send your strongest lifter out first so they have a full solid minute, a 235-pound attempt? One of the heavier first reps we've seen. Sometimes people say it's easier to shuck weight off than it is to put weight on. But it just depends on how you guys are lined up, not just strength-wise, but how you line up back-to-back.
Exactly, and also you need to think about who the handstand walk that's afterwards. Is my strongest athlete also the one I want to have start the handstand walk? Then, I need to start making some preparations for that. And we are seeing different teams utilize different techniques. Some people will go 1 rep and they're like, that's it. Others go, not so much. We're gonna go for 2 reps and then set the bar up for the next person. So it's different from person to person how they want to do that.
235 is good for CrossFit Solid, so add that to their total. The most weight we've seen lifted at this regional after the first 2 heats. Butcher's Lab actually had a tough day 1. They were one of your top seeds coming into this weekend, actually making a good bounce back as they're 1,090 pounds total. 245 attempt. Excuse me. We got a judge is having more trouble with the cards. 215 attempt for the Dutch. 2nd place finishing the last event, actually jumped them up into the top 10.
And I mean, what we're talking about right here, CrossFit Nordic on the right hand of your screen, we talked about it before, Camilla Solomonsson Hellman. This is the event where she got hurt on the snatch. Now we're seeing her in the snatch again, and it makes me happy to see her out here again.
205, good for the Dutch.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Patricia Strenius. I talked about her yesterday, and I don't know how many times I told you that she's a weightlifter. We're going to see her for the Nordic team, and she's about to put some serious weight on that bar. At the same time as I say that, that's Rickard Lanner with 225 for solid, and Yas female athlete 165.
Yes, coming into event 4 and event 5 with 3 event wins. Only team to do so across all the regionals to this point.
170 on the Nordic CrossFit Nordic bar, Patricia Strenius. And she power snatches that like it's nobody's business. The question is if it took so long to load the bar that she's out of time to do any more.
CrossFit solid lift of 235 as we are 3 athletes done, 3 left to go.
And CrossFit Yas sent out their first male athlete with a 185 on the bar. And he makes that look effortless.
155, good for the Dutch in lane 1 on the left side of your screen.
And from Reykjavik's first male athlete, 205.
Reykjavik, bad event 3 to start the day. Went from 5th place down to 8th place.
They're going to have to make this up to right now. This is the last chance of the day to start making those jumps. Helena Falk, just out of CrossFit solid, 135. We got 205 on the bar for CrossFit Yas, their male athlete. Easy and effortless, solid weights again.
3, 2, 1, rotate.
CrossFit Yas 205 on the bar. A lot of athletes will open with a lighter lift, an easy lift because of this tight time frame. It's not probable you'll see a whole lot of 1-rep maxes and giant weights getting thrown up, but understanding that 205 pounds is a lot better than 0.
Absolutely. I mean, if I were coaching any of these athletes, I'd tell them to go out there, put a weight on the bar that you know that you can get the weight up there, and then go for a Hail Mary afterwards, just to make sure that the team's okay, and after that, throw it around.
155, good for the Dutch. So 2 solid lifts for their female counterparts.
And the male athlete from Yas now doing the math on the bar, trying to get some more weights up. That's 235 pounds and a solid lift right there.
5 athletes done. 1 athlete left for all teams as event 4 is 60 seconds away from closing out.
And CrossFit Fabriken, David Carlson, I think it is here, with 245 on the bar. Power snatches it. My love affair with CrossFit Fabriken has just taken to a new level. That's nice. And 240 right in front of us by CrossFit Reykjavik as well.
30 seconds remaining. 245 and 240 are top weighted lifts we've seen. CrossFit Fabriken looking for 260.
David Carlson is a beast. We've seen him at smaller shows do this before, but let's check this out.
260 is good.
And he's
just underneath the cap.
Amazing, considering as well that there's a added pressure of the time element. Now the important thing for these athletes is to let go of whatever, the success, the stress, whatever it was, let go of it and start focusing on the handstand walk. You can't bring that any kind of missed expectations with you into the handstand walk.
260 pounds, the heaviest lift we saw from any of the team members from Fabriken, who are sitting in 4th place. They actually jumped up from 6th place this morning after events, so a great start.